What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. Y'all know I like to get straight into it. And today I just want to talk about God leading you to the wilderness. How to trust God in the wilderness. And so the wilderness is just a place of unfamiliar territory. It's just a place that you've never experienced before. The wilderness is not a place of comfort, okay? And so the wilderness can play as different things in different people's lives. So it's not the same thing for everybody. But the wilderness is just that place of unfamiliarity, a place you've never been. And so when God leads you to this unfamiliar territory, it's important that you remember that just because it's unfamiliar to you, you got to know that it's not unfamiliar to God. So when we get in these places that we've never experienced before, and all we got to depend on is the voice of God because that's all we know, that is what strengthens your faith in Him. That is what builds relationship. So it's important that when He leads us to these places, these unfamiliar territories, that we don't stop and go back. Because I'm going to tell you something now, that when you in unfamiliar territory, period, it's going to be uncomfortable because it's something that you do not know. Okay? This is something that you do not know, whether it's I don't know. It could be people you don't know. It could be something you experienced that you never knew nothing about. Whatever the case may be. That's why it's uncomfortable, because it's not your natural. It's not your norm. It's something that you are experiencing for the first time. And so you can't truly learn more about God in a place of your comfort. Because in that place of comfort, you know everything. You done mastered everything. But you truly learn more about Him, y'all, in a place where you know nothing. Where all you got to depend on is the one thing you do know, and that's the voice of God. So when you get into these places of unfamiliarity, or when God leads you to the wilderness, y'all, don't turn back when you start to feel uncomfortable. It is so common it's not uncommon for you to feel uncomfortable, okay? In a place that God has led you that you've never been before. But I'm here to say, do it uncomfortable. Do it scared. Whatever it is He's calling you to do. Don't stop after your first step in the wilderness. You got to keep going. Just because it's new to you don't mean it's new to God. God got to lead you in that place where you know nothing, so that you may be humble and seek Him, so that you may learn to trust Him no matter what, because that's the only thing that you do know to trust. That you can't see the way to go if He's not in front of you, if He's not leading you, if He's not teaching you, if He's not guiding you. You're going to thirst after Him in the wilderness. You're going to be hungry for Him in the wilderness. Don't stop after your first step. When God leads you to new territory or to a place you've never been, and it starts to become uncomfortable, don't sit up there and be like, hold on. Child, it done got too uncomfortable up in here. God, I'm going to see you later. I'm going back home. Don't stop after your first step in the wilderness, y'all. You got to keep going. That once you overcome one thing, God going to probably say, okay, I need you to come a little higher. Okay, now I need you to do this. And it's going to be uncomfortable because, y'all, you're not used to it. You never been here before. But don't you think for 1 second that God does not know that. He's not causing you to be uncomfortable to harm you, but to help you. You grow more in your places of uncomfort. You are more open to what He's saying when you know nothing else. You know what I'm saying? When you're in a place when you're in a place, y'all, that you know everything, you're not as open to what God got to say because you just know everything. But when He take you to that place, y'all, that you don't know nothing about, You got to depend on him because you don't know nothing about it. You don't know nothing else. So y'all, keep going. He gonna lead you to this place. You're gonna always come back to this place of uncertainty, of unfamiliarity, because that's a good thing. I want y'all to know that, because you rather be experiencing that than being in the same place and not growing and not experiencing God the best you can. You know, keep going. I pray that you learned something from this video. I pray that you keep going. Know that God is not going to leave you nowhere He ain't already been. He's not going to forsake you. He didn't call you to that place for a reason. You got to keep going. Keep leaning on His voice. If that's the only thing that you know, keep leaning on His voice. Keep leaning on His voice. It's probably so uncomfortable right now, y'all. But don't stop after you done mastered what He said to do. Don't stop after that first step. Keep going. I ain't saying it's going to become, you're going to get more comfortable as you go. Yeah, you may for a period of time, but when a new season come, it'll start all over again, because that strengthens your faith in God and it strengthens your relationship. So I pray that you guys receive something. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in my next video.